No, I've muted some people. There's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
Hollywood is in shock as Anna Kendrick finally refuses to keep up the fake act.
Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see.
Yeah.
For years, Blake and Anna sold the illusion of friendship, but behind the scenes, they could barely tolerate each other.
Powerful.
That's true.
I mean, I'm the reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see.
Yeah.
The audience didn't laugh. The industry didn't clap. Even celebrities who can't stand Justin Baldoni were like, yeah, no. Imagine being so unlikable that even your enemy's haters still won't defend you. That's how far Blake has fallen.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, we're talking about you all day.
Let's talk about one of Hollywood's most uncomfortable, forced, and painfully fake duos, Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick.
How quickly, too?
Don't touch me.
They once pretended to be inseparable besties, but the reality... Anna could hardly stand Blake, and now she doesn't have to. She's fully, unapologetically, and permanently done with Blake's manipulative games.
Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband, Ryan, several years ago. So I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Anna spent years biting her tongue, sitting through awkward interviews, forcing smiles and staged photo ops. But Blake's legal meltdown with Justin Baldoni? That was the final straw.
This is like very insecure.
Yeah. In
I don't
real
take
life,
that-
it's the other way around, and I constantly have to call Blake and be like, it's okay, you're good at giving interviews, I promise you, people like you, they respect you.
Now Anna wants nothing to do with her. She won't share a room with Blake, let alone help salvage her sinking career by promoting A Simple Favor 2. You know it's bad when even your own co-stars are desperate to jump ship before you drag them under.
Lively, after her biggest success, was just met with a lot of controversy, but now to make things worse, it's come out she feuded with Anna Kendrick.
And here's the real betrayal. Blake's legal disaster didn't just spark bad press, it annihilated every professional bond she ever had. The lawsuit against Baldoni was supposed to make her look like the victim, but instead it exposed her as Hollywood's most manipulative player. Studios, brands, actors, they're all running for the hills. But no one's running faster than Anna Kendrick.
Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now.
To see where it all began, we have to rewind to A Simple Favor's press tour. Even in one interview, you could feel the tension, the fake smiles, the awkward body language, the forced bestie act from Blake that Anna just wasn't buying into.
On that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I.
Zero warmth, zero effort. Anna looked like she was there out of obligation, not choice. Fans noticed instantly. Blake even made that bizarre comment about being jealous of her own mother's confidence, as if Anna was supposed to laugh. She didn't.
But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me, yeah, I sort of struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is not fair, right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
Terrible daughter.
Things got so bad that Lionsgate had to intervene. Executives literally ordered the two to act like friends because their animosity was tanking the film's marketing. Imagine being so unbearable that a multi-million-dollar studio has to send you a memo just to smile next to your co-star.
How quickly, too?
Don't touch me.
And then came Anna's now infamous muting moment. Asked if she blocks people on social media, she smirked and said, "I have muted some people." The tone, the delivery, pure shade. Fans knew it. The interviewers knew it. Everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. She might as well have tagged Blake on the spot.
People ever.
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
You can mute people on Instagram too?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
And it gets worse. Once you start digging into Blake's history on set, a pattern emerges. Nobody likes working with her. Think Anna's the only one who couldn't stand her? Oh no, sweetheart. Blake even had the audacity to call Anna an egomaniac to her face without flinching.
The reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see.
Just ask the crew of A Simple Favor. The people behind the scenes had plenty to say, and none of it flattering. Blake was a nightmare, constantly demanding control over every detail, acting like the director, and making life miserable for everyone around her. The worst part? She didn't care.
Humor, and they also both make everyone that they're around better at what they do. Like they're just because you sink or swim, and it's true. You guys are both so good that people just like get on their A.
One assistant director even revealed Blake was so unbearable that she quit Hollywood entirely. Not just the film, not just the job, the entire industry. Her words, "Blake was so cruel, I left Hollywood." Imagine being so toxic that people abandon their careers just to escape you.
Compliments me all the time in public and on
Who doesn't
TV.
love that?
Oh my God. That's the way to my heart. I'm a very selfish.
But wait, it gets better. Another former A Simple Favor crew member recently blew Blake's cover on Instagram. Henry Golding posted about the sequel, and in the comments, a former AD dropped the bomb. Working with Blake was the worst experience of her entire career. She even said she left the industry because of her. The kicker? Everyone else was amazing, except Blake.
To the woods. Last
If I were to open my cherub lungs, she wouldn't have a career. So
the sacrifices she's made for me.
I really have.
Then came the final gut punch. She was cruel to many. I cried my way home many nights because you try so hard to please someone who is never pleased and constantly puts you down. And it wasn't just the crew. Co-stars were fed up too. Henry Golding stayed polite, but Anna Kendrick, she stopped playing nice and let the world see exactly how she felt.
I mean, I assume that Blake has lost many roles to my glamour, beauty, and elegance.
When you hear
sorry about it, Blake.
Blake tried to control the sequel's promotion, demanding top billing over Anna. But Anna wasn't having it. She fought for equal credit, and when Blake kept scheming, Anna walked away entirely. No interviews, no fake smiles, no PR cleanup. She refused to save Blake's reputation when Hollywood already knew the truth. Blake was a nightmare.
For expertise. I want to give equal opportunity.
Oh, I'm not an expert at anything. I know a couple things here and there.
And this wasn't some minor hiccup. It was a career car crash happening in slow motion. Blake's desperate attempt to dominate A Simple Favor 2's promotion only made things worse. True to form, she shoved herself front and center, demanded control, and turned a simple rollout into pure chaos.
They kind of go into these details to really get a full understanding of just how bad Blake Lively is. I don't know. This doesn't look like a woman under stress. This doesn't look like a woman who can barely get out of bed, as we've seen in reports. This looks like a woman who cannot wait to be back in the spotlight.
The audience didn't laugh. The industry didn't clap. Even celebrities who can't stand Justin Baldoni were like, yeah, no. Imagine being so unlikable that even your enemy's haters still won't defend you. That's how far Blake has fallen.
Reported Blake Lively had another issue making the 2018 movie A Simple Favor, which was a success, making $98 million on a budget of $25 million, but she didn't get along with Anna Kendrick. It was reported they were both pretty immature, where Anna Kendrick demanded to show her cleavage in the poster to distract people from Blake Lively. And the two didn't have a good relationship on set, which is why they didn't do many interviews marketing the movie together.
But of course, Blake wouldn't drop it. What followed were weeks of exhausting negotiations, with her team throwing tantrums behind the scenes like this was Oppenheimer instead of a Prime Video sequel.
Trying to be like, do you think the movie has been impacted by the Blake and Justin stuff without being so blunt? And Anna tried her best to be like, I don't know, like, what's going on? And she walked away so fast, like, she did not want to be asked any more questions, like.
The studio finally stepped in. Their solution? Staggered billing. Anna's name would appear first, but Blake's slightly higher on the poster, because apparently her meltdown was dramatic enough to force the compromise.
Kendra can't fake it. She's just like, listen, I know y'all want me to, but I can't with this.
But Anna wasn't about to waste her time fighting a woman drowning in her own ego. She went savage instead. She walked away. No joint interviews, no fake bestie act, no PR rescue mission. She made it crystal clear. She wanted nothing to do with Blake. And honestly, that's iconic.
I thought this was a great response. She didn't even want to play nice. That is how bad it is to be around Blake Lively. Anna knows how important this is.
Let's not pretend this is breaking news. Blake Lively has been a nightmare for years. People are just finally brave enough to say it out loud. Her toxic, controlling, holier-than-thou behavior is out in the open now, and no amount of curated Instagram filters can save her.
Of course, Blake is fake as possible.
Her co-stars hate her. Her crew despises her. The A Simple Favor team was so traumatized they literally warned others about working with her. Imagine being so unbearable that even Hollywood, the most toxic industry on earth, decides you're the problem. That's Blake Lively's legacy.
Now, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, talking about you all day.
And then came Anna Kendrick's BAFTA speech. It wasn't just a speech. It was a scorched earth, gloves off, passive-aggressive masterclass. She spoke about respecting directors, respecting authority on set, and how some actors don't know when to sit down and listen. Everyone knew exactly who she meant. Blake's obsession with control, her tantrums over Baldoni's direction, all of it was shaded perfectly, without a single name drop.
And being fully castrated by a woman who is using toxic feminism to get what she wants. Right?
But the internet wasn't done. Fans started connecting the dots, exposing Blake's tired strategy. Play the victim every time she doesn't get her way. She tried it with Baldoni, with the media, with her lawsuit, but now nobody's buying it. Her manipulative playbook is on full display, and Hollywood's over it.
Another allegation, Holmes, is that she started to rewrite scenes that nobody had asked her to rewrite.
Even Ryan Reynolds' exes have started chiming in. Subtly, of course, but the message is clear. Blake's always been this way. She wasn't some misunderstood angel. She was just very good at faking likability. And now the mask has slipped.
That they've completely lost.
And speaking of Hollywood rejecting her, let's talk about the SNL 50th anniversary disaster. Ryan Reynolds thought it would be clever to crack a joke about Blake's lawsuit live on stage. Instead, it bombed harder than anything in his career.
Celebrities are gossiping about drama amid Baldoni, right? They did this publicity stunt last night where they went on SNL and Ryan Reynolds made this silly joke, this really silly joke.
The audience didn't laugh. The industry didn't clap. Even celebrities who can't stand Justin Baldoni were like, yeah, no. Imagine being so unlikable that even your enemy's haters still won't defend you. That's how far Blake has fallen.